welcome back. So today we're at the second installment of Exploring France and we're supposed to go to Lille. So I'm currently, as you can see behind me, in the Gare d'Amiens. We had like a bit of an issue. The train arrived late and it arrived at the same exact moment when the train for Lille left. So we're gonna quickly visit Amiens, show you a little bit of the city center because I'm sure it's gonna be gorgeous anyway, and then we're gonna head to Lille. Let's go. Behind me I have the Cathedral of Amiens, which, just as you can see, it's like the one we saw yesterday of Gothic style. Supposedly if you have a very short stay in Amiens, the cathedral is the one thing that you should really come and see. So behind me I have the main facade of the cathedral, and as you can see, it's completely enormous. It's gorgeous. Detail, like I said. Of course, it's of that same Gothic style that we saw yesterday.
Église Saint-Leu.
That's their bus, and supposedly they have like the best electric bus system in Europe. As you can see, it looks very nice and very futuristic. Here we have the shirtless clock and the cathedral in the back. As you can see behind me, I'm at the central station of Lille, so we actually finally made it. And the fun fact is that Lille is the fourth agglomeration of France, behind Paris, Lyon and Marseille. It's already starting nice a day when you have that right next to the station. Look. If you walk from a straight line from the station, you arrive to the theater square, which is absolutely stunning.
Welsh and a carbonate flamand.
Oh, it looks nice.
Welsh.
Basically what? It's cheese, bread and bacon.
Ham, I think.
Ham? Anthony, we ate everything. It's a very weird looking church, let me say. It's quite interesting with all of the colored, like display, I think it's fabric. So it's my second day traveling and it's the second day with rain, as you can see. So let's hope we actually break the pattern. Otherwise, all of this series is gonna be me under an umbrella and being like, I wanted to do that, but I couldn't because it was raining. But for the moment, we're actually going to the Musee de Bozar, so it's fine, it's inside. So I'm really excited for that, but otherwise it's a pain because when it starts raining, you can't actually visit outside all of the beautiful buildings. Behind me, I have the main square, which is very pretty. Wait for me. If I get lost, I won't find my way with just a camera, you know. And behind me, the scarf that you can see on the statue, it's the scarf of the football club that won the French championship. So in fact, Lille is also what, like a champion of France when it comes to football. So another fun fact, I should just call myself Fact Sophia. I don't know that many facts. And in case it wasn't obvious, I don't know many facts. It's just my boyfriend, who is French, that randomly gives me the facts throughout the day, and that's when I actually give them to you. And for the record, he gives me way more facts than I actually share, just I forget them. So they've also put a scarf on the statue that is right next to the Musée de Bozar, which is here. And supposedly the Musée de Bozar, which is right behind me, like makes Lille worth a visit all on itself. I'm gonna tell you after if it's actually that worth it, but supposedly that's what you said, no? That it has 3 stars.
The Guide Michelin.
So Guide Michelin gave it 3 stars, which means come to Lille just to see that, which of course the city center is gorgeous, but yeah. The Musée de Bozar looks pretty. Bozar, as you can see there, and it was nice. My favorite part was the interactive pieces. So here we have the Musee de Bozar, and behind me you have this very beautiful building right there, which I don't know what it is. I don't manage to understand. I've looked online and I don't know, it's a mystery. If you know, comment down below. Okay, so mystery solved. That building was actually the prefecture. So we have arrived to the Parc de la Citadel de Lille. Is that right?
Ouais.
Yeah. And it's very pretty actually. It's very big, but as you can tell, it's raining again. So I hope it doesn't start raining too strong, otherwise we won't be able to visit. But it's been a nice day so far, so fingers crossed.
And the Citadel de Lille, in fact, is one of was part of the line created by Vauban to protect the northern border of France. And it has this very special star shape, in fact.
The poor children there, I don't know if they're used to the rain or what, but they're getting so wet. Look.
It's fine. The weather here is like in England.
The humor of being those children, wet and not being able to escape the roller coaster. Yeah, and you have some more there. Look, I've seen them somewhere. Oh yeah, there. Ah, I lost it. It's raining like crazy.
Cool enough experience.
I'm standing in front of one entrance to the Citadel. We can't actually go through or go inside because it's a military area. Although, if I'm not wrong, you can on certain occasions like do tours inside, but it's like very rare. But now we're gonna do the circle, and I'm gonna insert like a picture so that you can see what it looks like from above, because it's very impressive from above actually. The thing is that it's a fortification in star shape, and of course like this, it's very hard to see. As you can see on my right, it is surrounded by water, and obviously that's for protection, and the nice like bridge leads in fact to the main entrance, so that very pretty like golden door. And the first entrance was like for further security so that no one could actually get through, and if they did manage to get through, then you had the bridge. Even though you can't fully appreciate like the structure and everything from down here, it's still impressive and amazing, and you can see what like an incredible fortress it is. So all of these fortifications were built to actually create a border in the northern part of France, because they don't have like a natural border separating what the other countries, I guess you can say.
Yes, you don't have a river or anything like that, so those fortresses were made to protect the cities, in fact, and to defend the border. And the more France enlarged to the north, so until the Netherlands today, they built cities like that, so with fortresses around them, yes, to follow the new borders of the country.
When I say there's water, there is a lot of it. So this is the first level of fortification, which is where we were before. And after the doors that no one can go through, you have the second level of fortification. So behind me here, I have the Bridge of Napoleon. It was built during the first empire of Napoleon. And on it you had written like the most important battles of Napoleon during his first empire. It was destroyed by the Germans during the First World War due to the fact that he was celebrating these battles there. And then France rebuilt it after the First World War. The Germans destroyed it another time during the Second World War, and France rebuilt it. Also, I think it was rebuilt the last time in 2014, thanks. And yeah. And as you can see, it's very pretty, and I think it was rebuilt because of what it actually symbolizes. And there you go. It's very, very nice, and it's right next to the Citadel, so it's a very nice area that you have so much green. To be honest, considering that Lille is so big and it's like a very important center, you have so much green, which is very special. In more modern cities you tend to not find that. You even have a cute view from the Napoleonic Bridge. Look, it's very pleasant as a city. I quite like it. Yeah, I think it's a city that I could potentially see myself living besides Paris. So there's this saying that people from the north are the nicest people in France, and I don't know about that because I don't especially know people that come from the north. Yeah, I don't think I have friends from the north, but I have to say, I think it has been the first time since I've been living in France, I've been here for 2 years, that cars let me cross on the pedestrian walk without me having to like jump. So they actually stopped even though it was like a 3-lane street. That's impressive, right? Well, I can tell you in Paris, they don't let me cross. Even though like I have priority and everything, they just don't stop. I have to start crossing it. I'm Italian, I'm not afraid of cars, but yeah, I have to literally start crossing for them to be like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill her, and they stop. I'm walking through the old Lille, and I have to say that although the streets aren't as cute as the ones in Rouen, because they had like very special architecture and the houses were very cute, they're still quite impressive. Like, I'm gonna turn around so you can see it. It's a very colorful and pretty street, you see? I mean, I wouldn't mind living in any of those houses actually. Okay, so here on my right I have the house where the General de Gaulle was born. In case you don't know, he liberated Paris, he founded the 5th Republic, and he was the first president of that 5th Republic. In case it wasn't clear, he liberated Paris during the Second World War. Right behind me there, you can find the building which is the EAE University, so it's the School of Management of Lille. And very funny story, Lille was the first like city, and actually that exact university was the first university to accept me in France for a master. They accepted me even without an interview, although at the end I ended up saying yes to the Sorbonne. But I was so excited to like essentially study and come to Lille, and extremely thankful to the university for have potentially offered me the possibility to study there.
So that's the museum Hospice Comtesse. So at the beginning it was only an annex of the Palais des Beaux-Arts of Lille, but today it's more a museum of the history of Lille and its inhabitants, etc. So in fact that's a typical Flemish house. It was built in 1636, close to the former harbour of Lille in fact, and it was built for merchant of fabrics and of spices.
So behind me I have the Grand Place where you had the statue with the scarf that I showed you earlier. On my, well, also behind me since I moved, we have the Chamber of Commerce with its belfry on top. And to my left we have the opera. Here we have the theater and the headquarters of the newspaper. So here we have the old stock exchange of Lille with its very Flemish architecture. So the Hermitage Gantois, supposedly it's a very important and like famous inn and also restaurant. It's right next to the Gate of Paris and the town hall. And I'm walking through what used to be the Rue de Paris because it used to lead to the Paris Gate. So it's quite logical. And now it's named after I think a prime minister or an ex-prime minister. I think it's, yeah, I think. Behind me I have the very beautiful Gate of Paris. I'm guessing it's the gate that used to be used to go and come from Paris. And to my right I have the town hall, which obviously needs no explanation. Both buildings are extremely gorgeous and pretty. And of course you can see the beffroi of the town hall of Lille. So I might be on the train, but we're not done exploring Lille because now we're gonna eat these amazing things from all Merveilleuse, and they come in its own individual packages. Look how cute they are. This is absolutely delicious. You have meringue, white chocolate, and like lotus cream. Recommend. This one is delicious. It has so also merengue, cherries, and like a cherry cream. Amazing. So I'm finishing the video where it started. Behind me I have the food credit, and right in front of it you can see the station. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned to watch the next installment in Exploring France.